Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to Korean Atlanta Mentorship. And in this video, we're going to talk about the importance of marketing. And you'll notice in many other videos, I always talk about the importance of two things. Number one is leadership. Number two is marketing. And the reason I talk about that is because once upon a time, when I was a young kid, they try to brainwash me to think that the reason that I would be successful in life is because based on how smart I am or how well I do on tests. And I know there's a good number of you out there. I mean, there's a good number of you who are smart and broke, and it doesn't have to be that way, right? Because your self-identity is probably rooted in how smart you are, therefore you should be rewarded, right? Because that was probably taught to you as a kid. But the thing is, there's no relationship between how good you are at something and getting paid because some of you might be the best at what you do, right? And that's why I always emphasize to people around me that you have to learn marketing. You have to learn to promote yourself. And if you don't, then even if you have the best ideas in the world, all you're going to hear is crickets because nobody knows that you exist, right? So, uh, and the reason I say this is because I recently took a class about building your own business online. I actually took it a couple months ago, but I thought it was an amazing class. It was taught by a guy named Stephen J. Larson, who was the #1 ClickFunnels builder at ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson's company, before he left and did his own thing. And he actually talked about a quote from a guy named Joe Polish. So I've never read or heard about Joe Polish's material. So this is kind of like secondhand knowledge. But one of the things that Stephen talked about from Joe was how there's no relationship between being good and getting paid, right? There's a relationship between getting good at marketing and getting paid. And so if you're wondering, like, I'm the best at what I do, why am I broke and poor? It's because you haven't learned marketing skills. So even things like just posting a YouTube video every single day, building a community, reaching out to other people, letting other people hear your voice and making an offer to them saying, hey, if you give me X amount of money, then I will offer you this, and you constantly promote, um, you're going to get paid more than if you just focus on, let's say, academic studies and getting good grades. And the reason I talk about this is because I tell this to other people that I know in real life, and I just hear crickets, right? I'm the only person that I know in my real life who just constantly posts YouTube videos. Um, not every single day, even though I should, I'd probably be more successful at this. But I have a marketing background. Things I used to do is I used to knock on doors back when I lived in California to get people to register to vote. And I was so scared to do it. I was like, why would people sign up from some stranger to sign up to vote? And then they actually signed up. I was like, oh my gosh, people actually did it, right? Or when I used to approach people in retail stores to get them to sign up for like water filter treatment checkups or something like that. And I was like, they could get the stuff like 5 times cheaper just by directly ordering on the internet, and people would actually sign up. And I'd be like so surprised, blown out of my mind that people would actually sign up for um, products that they could get way cheaper just by directly ordering it online, right? And so again, um, the reason I talk about this is because there's a lot of people out there who want to be successful and rich. And I'll be honest, I don't really care about those things, right? But if you do want those things, you have to be good at marketing. You cannot just stay there and not promote whatever business or whatever service good that you're trying to put out into the marketplace. But most people are way too afraid to do that because they're focusing uh, on the relationship. Because again, this is a cultural issue that we have not only in the States, but everywhere, a lot of other places, about being good at what you do and getting paid. So if you're asking yourself, like, hey, I'm the best at what I do, why am I not getting paid? Because there's no relationship between getting good at being good and getting paid. There's a relationship with being good at marketing and getting paid, right? So even if you suck at what you do, but you're an awesome marketer, that person is going to get paid more than the person who has a PhD and doesn't have a YouTube channel with a video, right? So that's why I want to emphasize that to you if you haven't understood how important marketing is. And that's why anybody who I talk to where they say, hey, I want to start a business, okay, where's your YouTube channel? Or okay, how are you promoting yourself? Right? You don't even have to do a YouTube channel. Maybe you do Craigslist ads. I don't know. Or you do door knocking. I'm a little bit lazy and I don't want to approach people anymore because I used to do that for like 3 years, approaching people for water filters, and it's tiring. So I'd rather just post one video a day on the internet, and to be honest, I'm too lazy to even do that. To promote this channel, the group, whatever we promote, as much as possible to reach the masses, right? And the whole point of this channel is an exercise in marketing and reaching out to people and hopefully to also build a community. But most people that I know will not do that because they're focused way too much on being good, and hopefully that will lead to getting paid, which will never happen. And that's why there's a lot of broke geniuses out there, right? Doesn't mean you have to be broke if you're a genius. You could be a rich genius, but most people are broke geniuses because they're focused way too much on being good as the causation of getting paid. When it's, let me emphasize again, it's about being good at marketing and getting paid. All right, so this is Crane Atlanta Mentorship. If you're interested in joining our group, go ahead and click the Google form link below, and we'll reach out to you. Have a great day, and we'll speak next time.